Welcome back, everybody. This is Mog on Mogscast, playing some more XCOM Enemy Unknown with you guys today. Thanks for joining us once more here. We are moving into the assault on the alien base today. This is going to be a longer episode. This is the first time I've done this, I think. Maybe I did the other one previous to this, but I knew it was going to take a while because this is going to be a dangerous mission in comparison to other ones recently. So, took things slow, got everything all nice and ready, and made sure I had all my angles covered, everything I could possibly think of to make sure that this went well. If you couldn't notice, this is going to be a post-commentary. But as you can see on the screen, we're getting everybody ready, making sure the outfitting's good to go, and it looks like we are ready. So launching up in the Sky Ranger, off to our first big story mission. The alien base, out in the middle of the ocean.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Is there even an island there? It's near Greenland, right? That's Greenland.
Thanks to Dr. Vollin's research and some clever developments down in engineering,
Operation Spectral
this
Vanguard.
skeleton key should allow you to breach the alien compound. We've only got one chance to make this work, though, so let's make sure we do it right.
Thanks, Central. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. As you can see from the screen there, the map is a little big, and we get a little cutscene drop it in here, breaching the alien base. Dun 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 dun. Jeremy Williams there taking the lead with his plasma rifle, light plasma rifle.
God only knows what they're doing to these people. All the more reason to blow them to hell. Get moving.
You got it, Central. We're moving out. The team is ready.
So far, we don't have visual confirmation on the hostiles.
So we got Jeremy Williams here. What are we going to do? I think
we're expecting heavy
the big thing here is making sure that we keep all our units together
as we speak.
But yeah, we got to keep everybody together. Sorry for cutting into Central's little talk there. So the initial moves here, most of the time we don't run into any resistance on most missions. It does occasionally happen, but got to move up nice and slow here to the middle aisle. May require some dashing. Looks like we got Jeremy Williams, Alex Anders there moving into position. David Griffin, the prototype, our heavy, moving into position. Mog Shepard getting up the back there, doing a dashing move motion here. I'm using this first turn to do some dashes to get everybody in a relative good position. Stan Sky there as well, and Mush Keenan, so that's our full team. Pretty standard. You've seen most of these guys before if you've been keeping up on everything. But down below, some enemy turn. Do we hear anything? Nothing yet, so we're just going to keep moving right up the middle. This is a great place to get a lot of material and whatnot
it
from.
It looks like we found where they've
place.
been taking the abductees, but that still doesn't explain what the purpose of all this is.
Tis true, Dr. Balin, tis true. But, yeah, so moving everybody up, and what I was saying is, yeah, you can get a lot of good salvage from this area, like, alien alloys, different ship components that you can trade in for a lot of cash or just use for developing, because this place is packed. It's huge. The less that we blow up, the more that we get to take out, which is always nice. Mog Shepard moving into position, Overwatch. Jeremy Williams, we're going to dash him up into cover, looks like. And moving everybody along. Alex Anders is going to get pushed up to the front lines here. Into double cover there, double half cover at least. Oh, sorry about that. Motorcycle outside. Got the doors all open.
Quiet.
Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Looks like we did get a, we heard something off from the top of the screen there, that angle. But nobody has jumped into our line of sight, so what are we going to do? We're going to prepare to get attacked, move everybody into a decently defensible position. Mushkin's going to get the half cover from that angle. Put him in Overwatch. Mog Shepard, we're going to move him up to a forward cover. We're going to keep him in the back. Who knows? We might keep him in the back, looks like, so that he can do an Overwatch. Jeremy Williams and Stan Sky here, deciding who's going to move up. Stan Sky's going to get the push. He is our assault after all. And Griffin, our heavy, going to move up. Keeping toward the first doorway here to the next area. Not the one that we're passing, like, right between almost now with Stan Sky and David Griffin there. But a little further up on the path, there was a doorway. So nice and slow. Looks like we've got two mutants here who've just noticed us as we moved into position. They're dropping in to cover. One further outside of that door frame, which is good. What are we going to be able to do? Flush? Not going to do much. probably just hunker him down, I do believe. Give him a defensive bonus since he is in half cover. And do we have rockets? Can we get them both? Looks like we can. Am I going to do it? We are going to take that shot. Hopefully doing some good damage to both of these mutons. Looks like it took out a good portion of their cover. In fact, all their cover, I do believe.
Hostile spotted.
Ooh, we got a, what is
We
that
can't
thing
get a read
called?
on that thing. Its movements are so inconsistent.
Is that that's not the sectopod, is it? I think it might be. That might be a sectopod. Big old alien, robotic, drone, basically, with a lot of heavy firepower. Those guys you want to take down ASAP. They are a pain. Is that what it is? I don't see a name.
Bringing the pain.
Shots here with Keenan. It's going to be a miss, but he is suppressed. Oh wait, that's not a miss. It's suppression. Keeps him from moving. We'll get a free shot on him. Also, it gives a aim bonus or an aim penalty to him. So as far as he's being suppressed, if he can try to take shots, but he'll be at a negative 30%. Alex Anders moving up into Overwatch. Jeremy Williams Overwatch. Looks like we're in a decent position. Let's turn to start.
They're starting to lose ground.
Are they gonna fall back? That's the big question. Gonna take some shots. Like Muton's gonna fire at Keenan back there. That's gonna be some misses.
Incoming fire.
What do we got here from the sectopod? We're gonna stay there, and it's gonna drop back to our turn. So we're gonna get a good jump on these guys this turn. Who are we going to run up with first? Stan Sky got a 64%, 12, and a 28. The 64 wouldn't be a bad one to take. We are going to take it. That is going to be a kill with that shotgun. That's a pretty good range for a shotgun to hit, so that's pretty awesome. Moving up David, Prototype, Griffin. Got a 43% and a 23%. Are we going to take the 43? We are, and we're going to see how it's going to be a miss. That is going to be a miss. Keenan, are you going to get another shot here? 31 and 61. Probably going to take that 61, and it looks like it's going to be a kill. Took down that sectopod before it was a cyber disc. Cyber disc, not a sectopod. My mistake.
I'm out of firepower.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a few weeks since I've actually played XCOM. I've just been getting ready, finishing up Project Zomboid and Kerbal Space Program stuff, getting ready for the new season of Season 2 to get going on Kerbal Space Program. So that's been taking up a bit of time with all the issues from... Oh, that's going to be a miss there from Mog. All the issues from the updates coming in from KSP just as we were starting on Season 2. I lost pretty much everything, so I've been working on getting that all replaced, going up pretty quick here. So you guys should see that. I think I might get a little bit ahead. I don't know if I'll start Season 2 as soon as Kerbal Space not Kerbal Space Program, as soon as Project Zomboid finishes, but it's going to be soon after. I want to take maybe a weekend to get a bunch of footage recorded and done and caught up on all my XCOM recordings. I still need to finish the post-commentary on before I can actually start doing live commentary again as we get caught up into the episodes. So, let's see, we got one Muton in the way here. Who do we want to kill it? Because it's going to be an easy kill. 70% with Prototype. We are going to take that? No, I guess not. What are we going to do here? Alex Anders moving up, maybe take a shot with him. He does have a plasma rifle, 83%. Looks like it's going to be it. Wow, I'm surprised that was a miss, an 83% miss. I mean, it does happen. That's statistics. It does happen. Jeremy Williams going to move up for the shot here as well. He is being flanked, so hopefully this does the trick. Another 85%. It looks like it's going to get a kill. And that one is done. So we are clear of enemies without taking any damage. We are pretty darn lucky at that point. It's a good start to this mission. So we are going to keep pushing on, going to do so delicately because we started off with the 2 Mutons and then of course jumped in and we had that third enemy, so who knows if there's another enemy sitting around the corner. It's been long enough that I do not remember how this plays out. Normally I'll take the opportunity before recording a commentary on these guys to actually just speed through the episode real quick, just skipping around, making sure I don't miss any big things I need to make note of. But yeah, this time I'm just going to do it because it's a huge long episode. I might even have to record the commentary in 2 parts. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Did we take damage? We did take a little bit of damage there, it looks like. I missed that. I must have been yakking away. But yeah, Stan Sky's dropping into Overwatch, we're just getting everybody all prepped and ready here so we can just destroy anybody who comes into range, hopefully. We do hear some movement up from the top right, and that's going to be over around the corner most likely, through that doorway that we blew open. So let's see. Grapple's not going to do me much good here, doesn't look like. I was kind of curious what I might be able to pull off with a grapple here if I could get up onto the rafters, but it doesn't look like it, so we're just going to dash Stan Sky up and over here. Which probably wasn't a great idea, but it didn't seem to cause too much damage, so all good. Prototype is going to move up here to the ramp so that he can have that angle on that door frame in case anybody comes in. He'll be closer range. He won't be in cover, but as long as we get that Overwatch shot, we can probably take down anybody who comes at us currently, if we got enough overshots on him. Overwatches, that is. So Jeremy Williams, what are we going to do with you, buddy? Move you up to partial left side coverage. It's not going to do much if they come through that door, but hey, some cover is better than no cover, even if it ends up being that you just get taken by surprise from the wrong flank. That happens. Prepare with the best of your ability with the circumstances you have. So we heard some more roar in there, probably another Muton or two if I had to guess. Might actually be some floaters, heavy floaters possibly. But who knows? I guess we'll find out as we come in here. Most likely, I'm thinking Mutons. So we got Stan Sky up by the door. We're going to dash Keenan up into position here. This is probably going to be a good angle into that side. Are we going to see anything? Doesn't look like. So moving everybody up that we can to the door frame here to get ready to push on through. And Stan Sky. Oh, that wasn't Stan Sky. That must have been the Prototype. Yeah, Prototype and Keenan are up by the front of the doors. They're two heavies. And we still hear him coming from that top right.
I think I heard something.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some movement over there. So we're gonna have some exposure, looks like pretty quick here, and they do look like Mutons, and they're just running along. Don't even notice us just yet, which means, oh, there they go, finally. Thankfully they did on their turn. I'm glad they did, because that way they won't be able to move once we move into strike. I hope they didn't drop an Overwatch. They may have, but that looked like a second move turn. Don't move back. We got this. But I guess we want to play it safe. That's fine. It has been a little while since I did this. It is probably for the best that we drop back to good cover and get some Overwatches in place so that we can just annihilate these guys. But I would prefer to have not had to do that. Just run in there and take them out. But it is what it is. I did want to play this safe. So hopefully you guys are seeing how this kind of plays out and approving of the tactics used. My goal here is to not lose anybody, and I've heard this is a pretty tough. This can be a pretty tough mission sometimes, and it can be. I've done it twice now. Since playing this, I suppose I've done it twice. But we're moving everybody back. Just about finished with that. Alex Anders needs to find a good cover spot. It doesn't look like he's going to have much options. He's going to run around here, I think, probably drop into decent cover. I was hoping to get him back far enough, kind of like Jeremy there, but we're doing what we can. Running him back. He'll probably get flanked if they come in that door, but hopefully it won't be too bad. So the Muton comes around with one move. Are they going to take a shot? Nope, they're going to give it right back to us with one in range. 45%, we're going to take it. Probably not the best choice, but at least we're still behind cover, huh? Let's see, Alex Anders is going to get the chance to move behind full or decent cover. Take a shot. What was that? Was it another 40s? I didn't even notice. It was too quick. Stan Sky. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just Overwatch or at least hunker down. So Overwatch it is. Since they don't have him in view, they can run in and get flanked immediately with a shotgun to the face, which I am cool with. Grapple? Gonna do anything here? Nope. Can't get the upper ground or higher ground on him. Crater, Keenan Crater. We're gonna do some suppression. It looks like keep him in place. Give him an aim negative, an aim penalty. 55% with a headshot. I think is gonna be the trick. Down. I've got one Muton left here in action. Let's see if he's going to approach us or just run off. He might just run off.
I think I heard something.
There were only two of them, it looked like, so if we killed one, it sometimes can make them run. So let's see. Where do we want to go now? Because we could probably start moving up again. It wouldn't be a bad idea. David Griffin is going to run up and take cover behind this still intact wall. Keenan's going to take the Overwatch there. Overwatch. Just do a slew of Overwatches, looks like. Just to make sure that he's not going to come at us this time. We'd be all exposed. Toss a grenade right in the midst of us. Never a good thing for those Mutons to do. Definitely some movement back there, though. So we should start moving up, take full cover behind this with an angle on the room. Do we see this Muton? It does not look like it. which I'm a bit surprised by at this point. He must have run pretty far back. We scared him, it looks like. And just taking it nice and slow, doing all these overwatches. We should be pushing forward, but hey. Safety first. Hopefully you guys like this longer episode. It is kind of a special episode with this story mission actually having taken place in this world, as opposed to just your random, run-of-the-mill, randomly generated missions that you normally see with XCOM. This is a fairly scripted one, which most everything pretty much happens the same way every time you do it, which initially makes it pretty tough, but afterwards it becomes a pretty easy mission since you know what to expect. At least that's for as far as I understand it. So it looks like we are going to start pushing back up toward that door, nice and slow and easy. But yeah, so Kerbal Space Program's coming along well. Definitely getting more familiar with transferring to other planets and all that nonsense, so if you guys like that kind of thing, stay tuned for that next season. It should be coming out pretty darn quick here, I would imagine. If not already, by the time, I guess I do have a few episodes that are going to be going up with XCOM before this one even goes up. Maybe I'll have to just dump them. I've got like 2 episodes before this one was recorded that are pretty much finished that I need to toss up. So we're going to do that. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the original Kerbal Space Program. Just like it was the first game that I did Let's Plays of on this channel. And it was the game that made me really want to join in on this whole Let's Play phenomenon that's going on right now. Taking YouTube kind of by storm as far as the gaming community is concerned. Definitely still want to get some other games in. I've been... the Steam Summer Sale just finished. I spent more money on that Steam Summer Sale than I should have, which is a pretty common theme it seems. I did pick up Assassin's Creed 3 because I do enjoy those, and that's the first one I actually bought on PC, which I enjoy because I'll actually be able to do recordings. I don't know if I'll do them for Assassin's Creed 3. I might actually do some for the naval missions. I might play through all the naval missions and do like a campaign of those. Just for, fun, but I do really want to do Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag when it comes out. I'm pretty excited. I'm glad that they're doing a pirate-themed one, because I don't know, I've been on kind of a pirate kick lately, and just, having a whole game centered around how they did the ship combat in Assassin's Creed 3 just looks and seems amazing to me, because I think they did a solid job. I mean, sure, it's a little over the top and a little theatrical in comparison to like Sid Meier's Pirates, which is a great game, don't get me wrong. I really like how they've done it, and it was good. But I've always been looking for like a game that did ship combat, like ship-to-ship combat, in like the pirate era, from kind of the perspective of the crew almost. And this, you do get like the view from the decks almost, instead of having that crazy over-the-top, super high-up view. You actually it's a less tactical view. You have to, the only viewpoint you have is from your ship, which I think is more realistic, even if the gameplay itself is a little less so. I think it's just a great overall visual experience, and I think they did it really well, especially like all the the storm systems and like the wave systems and everything. It seems really solid.
Did you hear something?
I'm just hoping that they improve upon that in the new one, which, from what I can tell, looks like they really have. So I'm pretty stoked to do that. I'll probably do a lot of... Well, I don't know if I'll say a lot. I'll probably end up recording a bit of that.
What could they
But it looks like we're
possibly
pushing
be
into
storing
this
in
next
those
room
tanks?
finally. It looks like they can store a lot of things in those tanks, like glowy, weird cloud gaseousness that flows between the two. Initially, when I was playing through this mission, I had no idea what that would do to me, so I did not mess with it. And it looks like we've got some chrysalids finally, so some new enemies, chrysalids. These things are crazy bastards. Stan Sky gonna take a shot at that furthest back one, of course. It's the first one to come into his view, but that's unfortunate. These guys need to die quickly. So David Prototype Griffin is gonna run back as far as humanly possible right now. We're going to drop pretty much everybody into an assault stance here so that we can basically get these guys taken out as fast as possible is going to be the idea. So 91% chance here. We're definitely going to take that shot. Almost gets him down there a good distance. He gets 2 shots, so maybe we'll get lucky here. Wear down a few of these guys. So they'll be easy to pick off as they jump up here too. 100% chance to hit. We're going to go for the one with probably the least amount of health. Well, actually, there's 2 with only 1 health left. Are we going to get a kill here? It looks like we are. Boom! That's one down. We got two left. One with only 1 HP. So we're looking okay here. We definitely need to get these guys down ASAP though, because they are terrifying when they get up close to you. Oh, okay. We didn't get off too bad there. We got lucky. And that one with 1 HP is evacuating. He is running away. Retreat! Retreat! That's what you deserve. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kill all of you damn chrysalids. Because you guys are bastards. What happens is, I'm sure you guys have seen it already, but yeah, they can turn you into zombies. They, if they get the killing hit on you, if their attack will kill you based on its damage, they basically inject an egg into you, and you pull an alien and turn into a zombie after a turn or two. So we got some damage there. Stan Sky gonna run up here, and can we stun it? We cannot stun chrysalids, looks like. I was kind of bummed by that and a little shocked, but thankful that this guy has a shotgun, which means he should probably just decimate this guy from this distance. But still, all the same, unfortunate. 100% chance we're just gonna pop this head clean off. There we go. So we don't have any enemies in view currently. We are doing okay. We definitely probably need to heal. We need to heal the prototype, David Griffin. He needs to get because he took a little bit of damage there. We're slowly working our way toward the other side of this base. Slowly but surely, folks. Slowly but surely. So let's see. Looks like we still got a turn. We're going to move Stan over. I don't think we're going to go up the center. I think we're going to take a roundabout way this time to stay on open ground as opposed to needing to jump down without having an exit. At least this way, if we circle around, we can retreat if need be. As opposed to jumping off that ledge and being like, oh crap, how do I get back up? And then having to push your way through any enemies. It's not a good strategy to take that over the top or over the center drop down to that other platform unless you have like rocket packs or grapples on everybody that you can escape with. And even then, that takes a whole move, which can be a bit detrimental to a retreat effort. Especially against chrysalids, you can just hop up that crap. So pulling everybody over here into overwatches as best we can to get some covering fire.
Listen.
Are they gonna make a move on us? We heard that chrysalid still scuffling around back there out of our view, but I don't think he's gonna make an advance on us because he is so low on health. So Keenan dropping into an overwatch right there on the center on the lower platform. He actually has a view of the up front on the other side, so if they try to come through, we can actually get some shots at them. Probably save us from having a chrysalid come over the top. Stan Sky's going to move up to the edge there, see if we see anybody along this path. Not yet, looks like, so we're going to drop into Overwatch. David Griffin. Nope, we're going to take Alexander's toss in the corner here. In Overwatch as well, maybe. No, are we going to heal? Are we going to heal? What are we going to do there? Jeremy Williams. We are going to heal with Alexander's. He's going to heal David up. So he is back to full health. And we are looking good. Pushing on forward. Starting to breach through this, or at least getting ready to breach through this door for me. Which is more of just an archway, I suppose. It's not really a door. There's no wall to signify a door. It's mainly just an arc. Or an arch. However you say it. Whatever. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. And bubblegum, bubblegum. Because nobody says bubblegum differently. Nobody. If you do, leave it in the comments. I'm actually kind of curious. I just pulled that out of my brain, so I have no idea if that's actually accurate. That was just me babbling. If you say bubblegum any other way than bubblegum, let me know. So, Mush Keenan moving on up, I think, with a dashing motion here. He does need to reload those soon, so we might take care of that next turn, maybe. Mog Shepherd, what are we gonna do with you, buddy? Just scoot ya? We could dash ya. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but at least this way we can toss you into Overwatch, I suppose. Jeremy Williams, what are we doing with you? We are going to dash you up to full coverage there. That's a good spot for a medic to be. We have used 2 med packs. Our team is currently full health? Yeah, it looks like. So we only have 2 heals left, though. So we need to make sure that we're not going too crazy. We hear more movement up to the top right there. Yes, there is something out there. Let's see. So we're going to rotate our screen view there, it looked like, and start pushing on with a better view of this area. Come on. We just need to scoot you up to some cover. It's all half cover. It doesn't matter. Can we overwatch you? get everybody moved up into this corridor. Scoochy, 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 scooch. Overwatches, just in case, because Chrysalids, man, I'm telling you, you guys are probably hearing me. I don't know if you've played this. If you've played this, you understand. If you have not played this, you're like, oh, you're just being too cautious. No, Chrysalids, terrifying, terrifying enemies until you get a little more equipped. And then it's easier to handle. The position I'm in right now, not too bad to handle Chrysalids anymore. If you're prepared for them. If you are not prepared for them and they take you by surprise, Chrysalids can still destroy you at this point of the game. Especially a pack of 3. And especially in closed quarters where you can't see everywhere. Like, this is nice, because there's lots of cover, but it's also super open. So it makes planning and preparing for different things easy.
Looking at?
I didn't want to believe it, but it's clear the aliens have been experimenting on the abductees. What could they be hoping to accomplish through this?
Well, guys, with that, I think I'm going to call this bit of co-commentary, or post-commentary finished, and I will come back in just a moment with a continuation of that. See you soon. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I am back now. Yeah, I don't know why I was like, see you soon. I'm right here. Whatever. So we're going to keep moving everybody up into a better position here. Get ready, because I don't know where that chrysalid ran off to. And I think we still have that muton from a ways back that we never ended up tracking down. I don't know where they are at this point. So I wanted to make sure that we were going to be ready for this, and if they tried to attack us, we would have a lot of people ready to blast them into oblivion. So we're moving everybody up. We just heard some noise from up on that platform. Look like we've got Stan Sky, who is probably going to be the one who's going to draw these guys out. Our assault with run and gun is definitely the way to go when you're trying to draw them out, because if you do single turn movements, like for example, you're not dashing, but you can run up, and then if you get the chance, you can still do a run and gun at that point if you didn't use a dash. It's like you move your one set, and then you can still attack, or run and gun, and then run up, and then still attack. So I really like using the assault class for that, simply because of that. They're a better scout. So we've got everybody moved up. Are we going to get any activity this time? Are we going to see anybody run into our field of view? It doesn't look like it. We heard a roar, but that's about all we get. So what are we going to do with Stan Sky? Are we going to run you over to this other side and check things out, or are we going to just run up onto the platform? We can run them back there. That's not going to do us much good, though. I say we run all the way up. We can get up onto the platform this turn if we really wanted to. But I think we're going to spend a moment getting everybody else into a better position that we can attack from. So Overwatch there on Mob, Shepard. Jeremy Williams is looking good over there. David Griffin is looking good. He hasn't got a move just yet, but that's probably fine. Overwatching. Are we just gonna overwatch everybody now? Or are we gonna toss them up here with an overwatching look? An overhead view of the area down there, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I literally just got home from work, and I recorded the previous amount of the commentary at the beginning of this episode yesterday. So I took multiple steps on getting this all taken care of, because it's such a long episode, and I apologize. If you guys are liking these, that's awesome. They're not getting a ton of views, but whatever, I've already got them recorded. I've been actually considering going back to BioShock Infinite and possibly just turning down the difficulty. I was getting destroyed in that game. Destroyed on 1999 difficulty, and for a blind playthrough, that was not a very smart move. I was like, you know what, I can handle it. It's not a big deal. I've played lots of FPSs. I can do okay. But I got messed up. We did okay for up until we started getting to the point where we were at, leaving off episode around 14. Starting to encounter some of the burlier enemies in the game. Oh jeez, it was rough. If you guys didn't watch it, you want a fun time laughing at me, by all means, go check them out, because it's gonna give you plenty of material to just make fun of me, as far as my inability to play FPS, apparently. So it looks like we got 2 in our view now. We got the Muton there and that Chrysalid, both at a 48% chance to hit with 10% critical. Probably not going to be the best choice of action here, but at least we know where they are. Is that oh no, that's just 2, okay. Yeah, just 2. So we've got our runner and our one that tried to run. So laser pistol, 72%. 72%. We could probably finish off that Chrysalid, I betcha. And that's gonna do it. Stan's guy gets the kill blow on the chrysalid with the pistol. So let's see if that muton will come at us. We're gonna move up David Griffin here, so that he'll be closer with an overwatch. Masha Keenan probably stay right there. Mog Shepard's gonna stay right there, I think, too. Maybe move. Okay, we're gonna move him over, see if he can get a wide angle on this muton if he comes in. Overwatch and both of our medics. Just everybody is pretty much ready to blast this guy out of the sky if he tries to approach. But it looks like he is going to retreat just a hair and probably take a shot. No, it's going to be a double move action, and he is going to lose his ability to attack us, which I am fine with. Screw that guy. So let's see. David Griffin gonna move up to that platform there next to Stan's guy. Helping each other out, bros. Huh? You guys lending each other a hand? Protect one another. Did get an attack on that with it's gonna cause the mutant to run and intimidate, trying to make our guys panic with that mighty roar of his. But it doesn't look like it's gonna do the trick. We are perfectly fine. The big question here is what's gonna be on the other side of this platform. You can see over in the top left there those little pods. So we have another platform down there that is still completely hidden from our view. Could be full of enemies at this point. Who knows? Well, we'll know shortly as we start moving everybody up onto this platform. I just hope we don't have to retreat. Because that's a pretty good choke point. On those steps, you got cover, you got everything, your higher elevation. It's just overall a good place to be for attacking some folks. Moving Stan's guy up just a little bit. Let's take a look at his percentages on this, shall we? We're just going to switch to the shotgun. 54% chance to use 7 damage. It's going to be a higher with the pistol. 62, that's not going to be a great way, but hey, looks like it's going to do the trick. Pistol blaster back here with his laser pistol. Taking out a few guys there. If he doesn't get a promotion this turn, he'll be pretty close to getting one soon enough, I'm sure. So moving everybody up here to the half cover barricade, or at least half cover, half wall there. I don't know really what to call that. Some sort of divide. I don't know. It's like a a half wall, like what I called it. Whatever. So spreading everybody out along this platform here. See if we can cover all of our bases, breaching onto this. Well, not breaching. It's not really a breach, but pushing on into this next area. It looks like
Enemy spotted.
There's 3 more on the other side. Okay, we have six crystals. 6. If these guys line up on one guy, I will lose units. I will lose units. So what's the trick here? How are we want to play this? This is going to be the time where we pretty much just want to run. Because I don't think facing these guys head on and trying to hold our ground is going to do us much good at this point. That was a 95% chance to hit, but is it worth it? Is it worth leaving Mog right here? I don't think so. We should run. Run back here and see if we can still take a shot. Looks like we still have the ability to shoot. Gonna overwatch for a better shot. Overwatch with Keenan. And that's gonna be the best we can do at this turn. Everybody else has already moved. Stan's guy is gonna take a shot with the shotgun. It's gonna be a hit for 7 damage. That was almost a one-hit kill on that chrysalid. He has 1 HP left, looks like. But that's just one of a few. We got Keenan and Mog taking shots here.
Negative ammo.
And last one runs up and is pretty much right on top of Stan. Does get him for 6 damage. See, that's why these guys are tricky. If we wouldn't have killed that other one, Stan would probably be dead this turn. As it is, he's going to get surrounded, it looks like. And they're just running up on him. That's not a good place for Stan to be. He needs to run away as soon as we get the chance. But at least we've got most of our chrysalids exposed now. That's 5 we can see and 1 dead. So yeah, they're all accounted for currently. But we need to reload with Keenan. But can we get Stan out of there in the time being? If we can, we could probably rocket the rest of those guys. I don't know if I want to use all my rockets just yet. It'd be a good idea to hang on to some of these rockets, for sure. How do we want to handle this? Stan, can we get you out of there? Do we want to oh, just come on, get Stan out of there. He is hurt. Hurt. Run. And we're going to make a break for it. get him out of the death zone there, as I will call it, because that is not going to be... Have I just been clicking my watch this whole time? Have you guys been hearing that? I've been screwing with the band on it, just clicking it. My apologies if that was an annoying sound. But yeah, so we're gonna move people back.
Oh yeah.
Keenan needs a reload, so we're just gonna retreat, get to this good choke point, and just destroy these guys. Hopefully. So we got our heavies down there holding the line of fire. We're gonna move Mog back. This is just gonna be big old dashing actions, because this way we'll be in a ready position to just open up as these guys get close. Our medics, gonna want to bring them back as far as we can currently. Alexander's, he can get up to the top of the platform there. And Stan is still the last one exposed out in the open there, but he should be far enough away where we'll have to use a double move action to get to him, which means they won't be able to attack. At least that is my hope. So it's 1 and 2. They're going to form on him once more, but like I said, we should be okay. Oh, so incredibly lucky. He was one space away from being able to do an attack on me there. Stan, you were close. You were close, buddy. Super close to being killed. We get a reaction shot there for whatever reason. We didn't get him. I'll take it. It's another one down to 1 HP. I'm fine with that. Oh no. Okay, good. Didn't get the kill. Thank God. 89%. We should probably take that. That's a good percentage. We can get this kill, I do believe. Stan Sky, what's the plan here, buddy? Run you back and take a shot wouldn't be a bad plan. 96%. We should probably go ahead and do that, I would think. Keenan still needs to reload, I think. Shredder rocket, right in the middle of him. I don't know if I'd take that, but it is what it is. 83%, 83%. Come on. They have 8 HP. If they had 7, it'd be awesome. Up to 7 damage, 20% critical. We can go 50% critical and maybe get a killing blow. Looks like. Boom! Down there.
Bye-bye.
So all we have currently over there right now is 1 full health and 1 pretty much dead. 94%. We should probably take that. Looks like Jeremy Williams is going to get a kill there. And we have 1 left who's attacking.
Gone.
100%. We should take that. Still not done, but Stan Sky should be able to finish the job. So we've got him clear there. We get a turn to kind of form back up. Keenan gets to reload.
Ready to engage.
Probably want to heal Stan Sky. 1 more chrysalid. Right there, and another full health chrysalid. Okay, so that's going to be the last one. We have a few reaction shots here. That's going to have to kill him. But that's fine. He's right in front of us. We just pummel him away. Jeremy Williams gets another kill.
Dead and
so
gone.
One more who's going to be a little out of sight, looks like. But we should be able to get him pretty quick here. We can probably run in Stan, or any one of our characters is probably close enough. Somebody had him on attack there, or on in view. Was it Keenan? Keenan has him in view. 71%. Let's take it.
I'm about to start keeping
score. I don't even know who's winning. It seems like Jeremy Williams is cleaning up, but I know Stan Sky's got a lot of kills under his belt too.
Reloaded.
Assault characters tend to rack them up, at least on my the way I play. So reload and doing all that nonsense, getting ready for this next phase. But I think we're gonna start pushing ahead because we should be looking pretty good now. We're a little ways through this base now. What is this? The second main room.
Rock.
So we keep pushing on. I think there's another room or 2 that we have to work through before we get to the end of this place and see what all the hubbub is here in the alien base. So overwatching everybody. Let's see.
Back in.
Reload with Mog.
We're green to go.
So basically just taking a few turns, getting all prepared, even though I know this isn't terribly interesting to watch.
There's something out there.
Did I mention it previously that I was thinking about doing some Assassin's Creed 3? I was gonna run. I don't want to do the whole campaign because it's a very long game, and I've already through it a good portion. I'm considering doing all the naval missions. There's like 20 some odd naval missions. Sorry, I just dropped a knife on my desk.
20 some odd
naval missions in the game, and I've been pretty excited for Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I've never been super pumped on Assassin's Creed games. I've always thought they were kind of entertaining, but I have a thing for pirate games. I don't know if any of you have figured this out, but I kind of have a thing for pirate games. And Black Flag, to me, looks like a lot of fun. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So I was pretty excited to grab Assassin's Creed 3 because they had toyed with some naval-type missions in that version, and they are a lot of fun, but I do believe I've played through a majority of them already. They're quick little missions, and I figure that might be fun to just toss up every now and again, just record one or two of those, and just toss them up for you guys to kind of see how the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag naval combat might end up working, or at least similar to. I know they've made some changes. I know that there's a lot more customization that they've planned in Assassin's Creed 4, but this should give you a general idea of how the system overall works and how it flows and how it feels when you're out there on the ship actually doing like combat. It's given me a pretty big insight into how it actually will work. Like, having watched the Black Flag videos previously and seeming a bit theatrical and over the top, I was like, you know, I don't know how I feel about this, but after watching it a bit more and seeing how it kind of played into the overall feel of the game, and how it was open world in comparison to like these little instance maps that you join in or whatever, that you start the mission for and it just kind of tosses you in. It's not like that, thankfully. Whereas Assassin's Creed 3 kind of is. You just select them and then you go out and you're just like, oh, by the way, you're here. By the way, complete this objective. Haha, thanks, good, you're great. Okay, here's your nothing. Get out of here. Is kind of how they go. So if you can piece that apart, you don't get paid for these missions, it seems. Like, even the ones that are like privateer contracts, that's how they're labeled, you don't make any money off of them, which is odd, I thought. It's mainly just to protect different trade routes in the game and whatnot. But yeah, I've been definitely considering doing that because I had a lot of fun playing them. After getting kind of used to it and thinking about it, I thought it was a really good execution of how ship combat would play out. It is definitely more theatrical and over the top than reality, obviously, but I think they did a pretty solid job overall. I'd probably ranted about that in the first half of this video, and if that's the case, my apologies for repeating myself, but hopefully you guys at least like my ranting. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've got on the docket for future stuff. Obviously KSP we've talked about, I know that for sure. I talked about how the new update kind of screwed things over, and I kind of got stuck having to replace a bunch of crap, blah blah blah. Anyway, it's progressing, it's coming along, not a big deal. We'll get those up and running here pretty shortly. Hopefully you guys will enjoy some of that. Jumping back to KSP, of course, the original game I did my channel for. But I didn't want to be stuck. I've seen a lot of successful YouTubers grab one game and just kind of latch on and be like, I am part of this community and this is what I like to do, and that's fine. I am not criticizing anybody for doing so. It is not my thing. I was really into KSP, and still am. It's a fun game, but I need breaks from time to time to play other things, or otherwise I just get burnt out. I don't want to play KSP over and 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 over again, because I will get sick of it. So I like to switch things up, which is obviously why you're seeing games like XCOM on here that are totally different than KSP, and why you saw things like standard FPS like Bioshock. Because I like to mix it up. I am not a single genre gamer. I like variety. I can appreciate subtleties in lots of different forms. I think. This is how I justify it to myself. A lot of people criticize, and that's fine. It's fine to criticize. It doesn't mean that that's the only thing you should take away from the experience is the bad. If that's what you're trying to criticize, that's fine. Like Assassin's Creed, there are plenty of things I can think of off the top of my head that would probably improve that game overall. Be it less split cinematics where it's like always like flashing around to different things. That's kind of, it detracts from the immersion. I understand how they justify it with the animus and all that, but it's like, that's one point of a game I don't like. There's plenty about the game other than that to enjoy. Is how I like to look at gaming. I have some friends who are very focused on their one type of gaming, or their lack of appreciation of newer gaming. Buddy, you know I'm talking to you. You know. Trust me, if you're watching this, you know. They're into their retro games. Yeah, you knew. And and it's cool. I mean, that they're perfectly entitled to do so. I I like variety. I like to experience new things. And even if a game doesn't do great, sometimes they can innovate in a certain area that really makes me appreciate the direction that they took with something and be like, you know what, I can see where they came with this, and I'm glad they did that at least. Even if they didn't hit these all objectives, A, B, C, whatever this may be. And I'm sitting over here at home waving my arms around, indicating different things on an imaginary list that you guys are never going to see. I've just come to the realization that that's just ridiculous. So my apologies. Half of this conversation I am having with myself, and half of it I'm having with my hands. And you guys are just here as a fly on the wall. So we're moving up, and it looks like we're coming down into this area, and there's a closed plasma door up here. I haven't even been talking about XCOM. My bad. My guys have just been basically forming up and moving cautiously because that is the only way to truly make progress in this game. But we're getting closer to the door. I don't want to take any chances here. At this point in the game, I had no idea what to expect. This was my first playthrough. I can confirm that now after looking back through save games. This was my first playthrough of this mission, and I was taking this nice and slow. So we're getting all moved up, slowly but surely coming at it from both angles. I did not want to be all clustered together, especially if there were mutants through this door, because they will throw grenades. I'm trying to keep enough space in grenades to not affect more than one person if they get tossed. So Jeremy Williams, are we going to move him up? It's going to be a very slow process. I think I want to get my heavies up to the main door, right on the sides of the door, is how I usually like to breach with the heavies. That way they can just light people up. Because Keenan, for example, has a double attack action if he hasn't moved. So if he opens that door and sees somebody, he can take a shot, and if it doesn't kill him, he can take another shot, which is awesome, I think. I don't know if David has that. I don't think he does. I don't think he's got that ability. But we hear something coming from the other side of the door frame there. Looks like we're definitely... Is that gonna be... That sounds like more like a sectopod, or no, what are those little discs? I don't remember. A cybernetic disc. Something like that, right? Little floaty guys. Not the sectopods. Those are the huge, like, mech-looking ones. Have you guys even seen that? Spoilers. My bad. Spoilers. There's a big robot, and they're ridiculous. Anywho, so getting ready to push on here. I think this is gonna be... looks like the final room, so we want to stack up and take this nice and slow. This is the first time that we get to see a new unit type as well, and I don't want to spoil that since I've already done a good job of spoiling other things apparently. My bad. Seriously, I did not intend to do that. I'll try to watch that in the future, but it's hard to do sometimes. It's hard to kind of remember where these things left off. That's the big bonus of doing live commentary, I suppose. You don't get ahead of yourself when you're doing your post commentary, when you're doing your live commentary, as opposed to your post commentary. So, in other news, as we're cautiously, slowly, boringly moving our guys up, I know I've mentioned this before, but I want to do Amnesia. I do. I'd like to. Amnesia or some fun dungeon delving in Skyrim. If I do Skyrim, it's not going to be, oh, here's the start of my character, here's every single freaking quest he does. It's going to be kind of like, if I do episodes, it'll be day in the life of kind of my the current character that I play. Which, if it's my current character, he's an orc, kind of two-handed weapon guy, warrior almost, heavy armor, that pretty standard orc stuff. Burly, I think he's closer to level 50 now if I'm not mistaken, though I could be mistaken. And I have a lot of mods installed that enable me to do some kind of roleplay is how I like to do Skyrim. Not in the way of like doing voices or anything like that per se, but you know, having to eat, having to sleep, having to drink, things like that. Just little things that aren't in the standard gameplay that really do help with giving you goals for your character. Like, oh well, I can go explore all these dungeons in this sleep, but where's the need for me to, actually take care of the mundane? Where's the need for me to actually feel like my character has to be sustained? And it doesn't exist in default Skyrim, so I like to add that kind of stuff in.
What was that sound?
But it looks like we heard somebody as we're starting to breach into this room with Stan Sky. Our trusty assault character is going to take the lead on this. He's not going to see anybody yet. I'm actually a bit surprised we haven't seen anybody in this room. This is a big room. I guess that's probably why we haven't seen anybody in this room. Big room. Let's see. I'm messing with a knife now that I'm not messing with my watch. I'm messing with a knife. I click things. I fidget. If you guys hear continuous clicking throughout a video or anything like that, it's probably me rolling around on my little yoga ball seat, or or messing with my watch, messing with knives, pretty much anything on my desk that I can click. I tend to click. We've got a few mutons here.
They're backing up.
David
Advance.
and Keenan just step in and simultaneously lit that guy up. That was pretty good.
Damn it.
So that other muton gets the hint, jumps over to cover, and he's gonna roar at us a little bit. But we got some drones moving in.
I'm sure my team would love to get their hands on that
There's
thing.
3 HP apiece, but let's see. Captain Andrews is gonna take a shot through the wall.
Adjusting sights.
They're moving up. So the goal here is we want to take out those drones because they can definitely do some damage to us. Albeit it's not crazy damage, but all the same, we don't want those guys around if we can help it. 71% on those drones. I think we should take the drones, but this is me in the past. Who knows what I end up doing? Stan Sky? I think Stan could run in, knock out the muton, probably. Well, maybe not actually. He's got a bit of health. 76%? I think we should take that. He's right here, might as well. Boom! That's one. We've got one more here to go, and then we've got that muton. Who are we gonna bring in? Keenan, 71%, 51% gonna take a chance.
Kill confirmed.
He is intimidated. We get another shot with Keenan, so I don't know why we're switching over to Shepard. That's fine. We really should take out that drone though. Do it. Just make a move. Okay, so Mog has eyes on both these guys. 55% on the muton. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. That's unfortunate. Now he's exposed. We have to take these guys out immediately. As soon as we can, at least. So moving up Jeremy Williams. He doesn't have a shot here, which was probably a mistake to have him. Alex Anders, he moved up and doesn't have a shot here either. Oh, that's terrible. Just terrible. Don't hunker down. We need to save Mog. That's bad planning. I know what I'm doing. Like I know why I was doing it at this point. Is I want to make a defensive wall for Stan Sky to run back through. We would have taken these guys both out if we would have been more aggressive.
They're trying to pull back.
Learn from my mistake. In a situation like this where they are a little bit out of range, you can definitely find ways to clear these guys up. I got lucky with Keenan's attack hitting the muton. I could have, at that point, run Stan in instead of having killed the drone. I could have run him in with running gun, finished off that muton, and then just advanced our guys into this room and taken them out. Wouldn't have been bad. But that's let's see. Was that on purpose, that move? Okay, yeah, we're healing Mog. He took the damage, so might as well drop a
Don't
heal on
move.
him.
You'll be fine.
So let's see. Looks like we're doing pretty good here at this point. We can start moving up into this room. We're gonna get everybody in here, all in a good position. We need to reload for was that Griffin? David Griffin? The prototype! No, it's Keenan. Keenan needs a reload, it looks like. So we'll move him up, do his reload. He'll be good to go next turn. Alex Anders is gonna move up to the door with full cover. He's gonna hunker down, but we'll keep you in the room, so at least he can take some shots if need be. And we'll be looking good there. Jeremy Williams is gonna dash him up, I think, maybe, or are we gonna put him by the door opposite of Alex? Wouldn't be a bad idea, but we can move up Mog Shepard at least to a cover here. Since he gets full cover bonus, at least double cover bonus, so at half cover he's in full cover, and full cover he is ridiculously covered. And Jeremy Williams gonna hunker down on that side of the door, gonna hunker down Alex Anders. Stan Sky, what are we gonna do with you, buddy? We're gonna take some chances? We're gonna run you up a little bit? Oh, not that far. That would be a dash where I would be in trouble. So run you up to cover here. Are we gonna see anybody? We do see something.
Is this what the aliens do for fun? At least they're not playing computer
Thanks,
games.
Dr. Shen. Douche. I see how it is. talk down to me for playing your video game. Real good. I'm just kidding. So we got a view on a drone down here, and we have him exposed. What is our... We're gonna reload. Don't do it. Don't hunker down. We could probably just take the shot. I don't even check. Have I checked? What's the percentage? But we're gonna hunker down. Yes. Fine. I'll just give you that. That's fine. We don't have to, I guess. Wouldn't have been a bad idea. What is your percentage? Hunker down. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, past self. Do these things without checking. Do these. Moving up Mushkeen in there. Let's see what happens with this drone. Does it fall back? I would not be surprised. Is it going to move up? It looks like it's going to move up and
They got me flanked.
give us the turn after having exposed itself. Weird drone. I don't understand your logic. So we're going to move over so that we have cover. And we still have a view. And we're going to hunker down. Oh, I guess. Mushkeenan moving over to the other side. What's his view? We're going to hunker down. Fine. We are not checking percentages on that drone. I don't know why I'm not doing this. That just seems like super obvious to me at this point. Overwatch. Jeremy Williams gonna move up to full cover there at the bottom of the stairs. Alex Andrews gonna do the same thing opposite. I like to move like this. What is that? Symmetrically? Symmetrically, yes. I like to move symmetrically when I can, so that I cover my flanks, so that nobody can really come out behind us. It's a good tactic to kind of keep a good eye on the whole battlefield. It keeps your guys spread, but not. Well, in this case, not too spread. If need be, I can get a medic up to pretty much anybody in a turn. So Mog Shepherd's going to move up and take a view in of this whole area. It doesn't see anybody in his view. Well, that's fine. It means we've got a little more time to plan here, especially since we're getting close to the... actually, no, we're not at the end of the turn. This is pretty fresh in this turn. Everybody seems to be ready to go. Where'd that drone go? That drone floated off to somewhere. Somewhere land. Down. We're basically just dropping everybody into a defensive bonus here. What's the circle around us there? Does anybody know what that means? Is that like an extra bonus? Like a defensive bonus to people surrounding you as well if you hunker down? I haven't investigated that. I've just never noticed that circle before, or at least never paid much attention to it. It seems like it might mean something. If you guys are XCOM aficionados, whatever. XCOM Guru. Let's say that. If you guys are XCOM Gurus, Gurai? What's the plural of Guru? Is it just Guru? Is Guru plural? Anywho, let me know if you guys know what that circle means. Give me a heads up. I'd love to find out. Because Overwatch doesn't have that, does it? I don't think it does. Hunker everybody down. All the things have been hunkered. So alien activity, we hear him coming up the center.
I think I heard something.
Drone? No.
They're starting to lose ground.
Oh, I'm clicking again. I'm looking at my audio levels on my other screen, and I just see these like spikes. Just spikes, just going across the screen. My apologies. I will be better at this sooner or later. You might have to struggle with me for a while and be like, why do you comment so badly? And then I'll return and say, because I'm new. I'm a nub when it comes to this thing. I'm still in my learning phase of YouTube commentation. But I think I'm getting better. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I've gotten a little better? Give me praise. Praise me, if you will. I don't know. I don't get too much interaction from you guys too often, especially with this few of regular viewers and whatnot, especially in my XCOM videos. I don't have too many viewers. It's, under 10 is pretty typical for most of my XCOM videos, it seems. Which is fine. I have to start somewhere, but, yeah. If you guys have any suggestions, good suggestions as opposed to, you suck, go die. That doesn't help anybody. Not a single person. But yes, thankfully I haven't had too many of the troll-type people on my channel just yet. I am waiting for the day that I have trolls. It'll be my mark to myself, my goal, my my shining beacon in the future of when I have enough viewers that people feel the need to try to take me down. I will be a happy person.
We're green to go.
But let's see. Oh, that reminds me, guys. So I've put together, since this is a gaming channel, it only makes sense that I somehow assemble a way for us to communicate in the language of games. Other than, you know, my blog that I've got set up for this that keeps everything posted, and the forum posts for the different games. I mean, that goes only so far. I've set up a Steam group for my channel, for my subscribers and I, to all join, friends, whatever. Come join, we'll play games together, we'll do things, and it'll all be in one central place where we can kind of chat. I'll have some forum type setups on there, as well as discussions. There'll be a calendar that I might end up using a bit for scheduling events or giveaways. Hint, I've got a bunch of stuff to give away as far as Steam games go. So stay tuned for that, because I do want to get folks more involved. I'd like to give back a little bit to the people who've been watching, been supporting me this far. It's been super appreciated. I didn't think I'd be hitting 50 subscribers anytime soon.
I think I heard something.
And that was like, I just started this channel, I want to say like November. So I mean, it's been a little while, but these things take time. I'm well aware. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been a subscriber.
It almost looks like a larger version of the sectoid.
Thanks.
But
Seriously.
something is different.
But I will put a link
What is that energy?
to the Mog Squad.
That alien is clearly different from the others. It's wielding a power unlike anything we've previously encountered.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That is a sectoid commander. And my goal at this point, capture that bastard. Because I haven't interrogated one yet. So that is the goal at this point. We have some stuns on the prototype here. He can stun. Does Stan have stuns as well? Because if we have two people with stuns, that's ideal. Because you know how sectoids, the normal little guys that we first encountered, have the mind meld that they do? They're telepathic a bit. Yeah. This one is a step up from that, I'll say. And you will probably see what I mean. Probably pretty quickly, I would think. We got some more drones, looks like. 2 more there, so we've got 3 on screen. Did we ever kill that single one? I was gathering, I don't think I caught it if we did. And they are gonna... Oh, you son of a bee.
Incredible. That alien seems to have taken control of that soldier somehow. All of the advances we've made so far, they would be useless against this type of power.
That's what they do. They can mind control our units and start using them against us. And the only way to stop it is to kill our character or kill the character controlling him. It's unfortunate. And they can just sit there and I lose them, their ability to run that turn. They don't get to do anything else this first turn. But next turn, they just get treated like a normal unit of theirs, which is unfreaking fortunate. So we need to move down here to get ready to attack some of these guys. Do we have anybody? No, nothing in view. That is terrible. I was hoping we could at least take out some of the drones. So Alex Anders, we're going to move him down, looks like. Drop him into some partial cover. At least get him something. Keenan Crater. Keenan Crater, I should say. We're going to move down and hopefully in range to get some shots off. Because I want to get away from Stan. I don't want to kill Stan. I don't want him to kill us, which is something he can easily do if they set him to it. Moving into position, we have angle on all these guys. We can suppress the commander.
Suppressing time.
He won't be able to move if he tries to take shots at us, which he can. He has a pistol of some sort, or like a wrist-mounted. He can take shots at us. The big thing we want to worry about right now is the killing of the drone. Take them out, and then if we can get David in there to capture, I would be a happy person. So for the time being, we are going to take advantage of a smoke grenade and give our guys some defensive shots. It's going to be a miss on the first drone. How about the second drone? What are they going to do? That's going to be a hit. Which is unfortunate. How about our sectoid commander? They're not going to do anything. Yeah, they didn't do anything with Stan. I'm actually quite surprised right now. Very, very surprised. But, yeah, so we're going to see what we can do. Take these guys out and kind of go from there. So let's see, can we get some shots here, I wonder? Keenan, David, who do we got? Who do we want to take shots with? I don't want to use David unless I can get in close. But it's going to have to wait another turn, I think, because I don't think I can get him close enough without putting him in danger. To take the commander, that is, of course. So Jeremy Williams here, we're going to move him in here. It looks like Mod just did get a kill on one of those drones, so we're down to 2 enemies here. If we can get one more kill on a drone, I would be happy. Keenan's going to reload it.
We're green to go.
Jeremy Williams. Who else do we got? David. David, we need to move closer. We really should. I think I'm going to move him here, right around the stairway, so at least he's within striking distance of the sectoid if it doesn't move, which means we need to suppress it again if I can. Let's see, for now, can we hunker? We can't hunker down because we don't have cover, which is unfortunate, but I think we can end turn with the bar if we need to. Everybody else is pretty much, except Alex has moved. Let's see if we can move Alex over and possibly get a shot on that drone. It doesn't look like it, which is unfortunate. I was hoping to get a shot there, well, that's why I moved him to that section. So, hunker down with him, I guess. And last but not least, we just need to end turn. So the drone's gonna move. And it's gonna take a shot at David here. Which is fine, he takes 3 damage, but that sectoid commander is moving closer, so that's cool. Probably gonna take a shot at David as well. Yeah, big shot. So he's taking some damage. We need to get in there and clean this up. Shoot. Okay, so Stan took out David. He's wounded. He's not dead. We might be able to save you, David. This is going to be a tricky one. Keenan needs to move in here. 70% chance on the sectoid commander. Or 70% chance on the sectoid commander. We're going to take it. Terrible. We get another shot, I do believe. Let's do that 70% again. It looks like this time Stan's back with us. Unfortunately means that we don't have the ability to save David, or well, not to save David, we can save him. We didn't get the chance to capture the live sectoid commander with the stun, which is unfortunate. But who can we move in? We need to kill that drone as soon as possible. And so Jeremy does have a shot. Does Stan have a shot? Doesn't look like. Though he can run and gun? I wonder if that would actually work after you've moved. It seems like he can select it, but it might just not let him. 85%, we're going to take that shot, and this is going to do it.
See you in hell. Feels like we're finally turning the tide.
So we saved David, you're alive, buddy.
Now that
we
captured
didn't
their
kill you.
The aliens are running out of
horribly
secrets.
wounded.
It's imperative that we begin the research as soon as possible.
Now that we've captured this device, we should probably be expecting the aliens to pursue us more aggressively. I doubt losing it was part of their plan.
Dr. Shen has a point there. They're gonna be pissed. Which means they're probably gonna send more units or other units after us now. Everybody's happy. Clap those
Roger
hands.
that, Voodoo 3-1. See you inside.
He's so chummy with
Central
everybody. Oh, Central. You silly goose. Everybody is like a clone. They all look the same. Did you guys hear that? That was a weird
Something
looking car
wrong,
outside, or
Doctor?
weird sounding car outside.
Don't you think a victory celebration is a bit premature at this juncture?
We just neutralized their central command. We've got no other alerts on the entire system, and we took out their leader. In my book, that's a win, Doctor.
Oh, Central. You silly goose. World planet. Okay. So now that we're heading back to the base, let's take a look at things, shall we? How are we sitting?
I'm glad to see that I'm not the only one who understands this war isn't over yet. The existence of this artifact, which we believe to be a communication device of some kind, begs the question. If the sectoid commander was the alien leader, then who or what was it communicating with? I believe this is indeed the same creature we encountered when we made first contact with the aliens. As we have observed, it is somehow capable of using its mind as a weapon. If we were to study this specimen's brain tissue, perhaps we might be able to adapt this ability for our own purposes.
Well, thank you, Dr. Balin. You're such a smart cookie. So, we've got our new objective is to trace the hyperlink. We got a promotion for Mog, who is now max level. In the zone, killing a flanked or untargeted allows you to do another shot, or full damage or whatever, I don't know. Double tap is probably what I'm going to go for. I would think. Are we going to do it? In the zone is kind of nice, but it requires that I run around flank, which is meh. Double tap is probably going to be more helpful. If used properly, I could see in the zone being amazing. But it requires a bit of extra planning, whereas the double tap just gives you that extra shot if you haven't moved, which is kind of nice.
Remember, we will be watching.
So it looks like that dropped panic levels everywhere for completing that mission. We still need to get some satellites still up in the mix, but we have 1 day left, and then 10 days until our Nexus is complete.
I have difficulty understanding how such an advanced species could show so little empathy for the lives of other sentient beings.
Well, let's go ahead and take
This
a look.
is an extremely dangerous species, Commander. Although not physically intimidating, the psionic power that this creature wields is perhaps the greatest threat we've encountered so far.
Totally. So, autopsy complete. Psionic labs are available for construction now. This is what allows us to train, or at least test, our units to see if anybody has cybernetic abilities. Or not cybernetic.
We've yet to
telepathic.
recover one of these in functional condition from the field. The men seem to enjoy using them for target practice. At the present time, we know that the cyber disc, as they've been calling it, is heavily armed, but it shows no clear pattern of behavior on the battlefield.
So yeah, that is the cyber disc that I keep calling a sectopod, which is not the case. Cyber discs are pretty burly at this stage of the game, but just wait, just wait. So we get some new items we can build. We can do a drone autopsy here as well.
This unit appears to be a drone, which is similar to the military drones we are familiar with. This particular example seems to have the ability to repair damaged equipment. Dr. Shen and I believe it should be possible to capture and repurpose these for our own use in the field.
Now what that means is you can capture those guys with a special upgrade to your stun gun, and you can turn them into your repair bots. So if you're using droids, or like the little drones that you can build in this game for your team, instead of having to use real people, you can do little robots you can build. They can heal those and stuff, or act as just little attackers. So let's take a look. I'm wounded, David's wounded, Stan's wounded. What is that, 6, 5, and 5, I think, for days that they're going to be out? That's fine. That's going to be, they'll be back in action before our satellites get up there, or are ready. So we have 3 satellites coming in here in the next day, the next 6 hours to be precise.
Commander,
Satellites are complete.
our satellite is
We get a
prepped and
little
standing
rebate
by
back
for
from
launch.
workshops.
We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
We are not ready, Central. We need to get more of our Central Nexus, or our Nexus hub up there. Jeez, Central, you should know
Satellite
better.
uplink facilities at maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
So I need 4, 6, 8 satellites at this point. I have 5 available now, 3 more in production, and then we should have our Nexus up here very shortly and be able to get the rest of these things up into orbit. So we're going to save it and probably call it pretty quick here, guys, and we'll come back at you next time. I don't think we're going to keep pressing on here. Well, maybe. Let's see if we actually find anything. There we go. So it looks like we have a terror mission, and we'll use that to come back at you guys next time. Cheers.